Hello. So I thought I'd record a quick hot take on what's been going on with Games Workshop the past couple of weeks. I've stayed quiet on it, not really said very much, mainly because I like to look at what other people have been doing to formulate my own opinion. Again, this is all an opinion piece. It's nothing to do with, I'm not officially involved in Games Workshop anymore, or anything like that. This is just an opinion piece. Again, it's from what I've read, from what I've heard, from people I've spoken to, and you are completely free to disregard it as much as you like, and you're completely free to go and say I'm talking absolute rubbish, and that I should, stop making videos in Games Workshop. That's fine. I'm literally only doing it to get to put my 2 pennies worth out there, because I know people have been commenting on a lot of the Games Workshop videos very recently, and there's a weird thing on this channel where the Games Workshop videos, the comments have evolved over time. So every time there's like a new thing that goes on with Games Workshop, there's a new slew of comments that come in that I will respond to later on. That just talk about what the hell's going on with the company and stuff. So, the main thing I want to say is that Games Workshop is not and should not purport itself to be a moral company. It is a company that's there for profit. It is a company that is there to make money. It is a company that makes a lot of its models in China. It is a company that gets a lot of its workforce, a lot of its tax breaks, things like that, from China. And as such, they do not have the moral high ground to do anything, to tell you to do anything with your life and with your behaviour. They gave that up a long time ago when they decided to farm out manufacturing of certain products to China and to base themselves before China and things like that. So, no, I do not believe that they have any right to tell you how to behave. They are not a moral company. They are a company who sells you things. They are not people who are meant to be telling you how to behave or what to do with your life. That is not their business. It is no business of theirs. Fuck off, essentially. Okay? I agree wholeheartedly with the assumption that, everyone should be equal and that, murder is wrong. No shit. And I think a lot of the reasons why people are getting very, 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 very frustrated with the old movement that's going on at the moment, which I will not name on my channel, is because it tars everyone who is a bit uncomfortable with it with the same brush. You're automatically a racist if you don't agree with us. That is the exact same thinking that got Donald Trump elected to be president. It basically made a lot of middle Americans go, do you know what? Screw you. We're going to go vote for this guy then. Because if you think we're that bad, fuck you, we're going to go do this just to piss you off. That's essentially what happened in the American election, the last one, and it'll happen again this November. Trump will get in again against Biden because the left keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and tarring everybody with the same brush. If you do not believe with our slanted, weird view of the world, you are racist, you are a bigot, you are this, you are that. Well, if you call someone something for a long, long time, is what it is. It just happens. You can't like. Anyway, as I said, this is going to be a very, very, very raw video. Even looking at the situation with Games Workshop at the moment, it's not great. The optics are terrible, and the main reason is the tweet that they put out, which says, you will not be missed. Again, this is the left. Okay? Here is our opinion. If you do not agree with our opinion, then you, sir, are the devil. Okay? Now, I agree that everyone in the world should be equal. I agree that everyone in the world should be paid the same. I agree that everyone in the world should be free of persecution. What I do not agree with is the current climate. What I do not agree with is attacking police officers. What I do not agree with is looting stores of hard working class people. What I do not agree with is burning down parts of a city simply because. What I do not agree with is wardening off certain parts of a city to turn it into a fucking slum just because you want to live in some juvenile fantasy of no police, no power, no nothing. Okay, there's a reason why the police exist, and that's to keep people safe. If you don't like that, then fuck yourself. Go and live in the desert somewhere. Go roleplay. Go LARP Mad Max somewhere. Okay, that if you don't want to live in this society, then fair enough. But you cannot call people racist and call people bigots and things like that for just looking at what you're doing and saying, "Hang on a second, I'm afraid that's not going to wash with me, and it doesn't wash with me. And Games Workshop do not have a single leg to stand on. I know how Games Workshop treats its employees. That's something I can speak on with authority. They treat their employees like absolute rubbish. They are the bottom of the pile. That you get no support, you get no help, and you get all the blame. That's what you get when you work there. Unless you toe the party line, and you're a good little boy, and you brown nose constantly, and you turn up to work 13-hour days. If you do that, then maybe, just maybe, you'll start getting a lick of a pat on the head from Games Workshop. They are not a moral company. Please don't allow, and they're not the only ones. Do not allow corporations that are out there to tell you how to behave. It's not their business. It's not their business. Shut your mouths and sell your models. It's not your business how I behave. You are not the moral police. You sell models. Okay? Just fuck off. And that's literally all I've got to say. I've got nothing else to say. Let me put it this way. Even if Games Workshop didn't sell things to China, even if Games Workshop did not take full advantage of Chinese manpower rules, even if Games Workshop full-on treated their employees terrifically well and didn't have a massive turnover of staff, didn't have a massive amount of staff burning out and having depression, right? Even if that was the case, I would still say it's not your place to talk to me about my morality and how I feel and how I should act. You sell fucking models. So go and sell fucking models and shut your mouths. Okay? But that's not the case. They are one of the worst companies, probably the worst company in terms of support and bullying that I've ever worked for. Okay? They took the greatest job I've ever had. And I've, not had that many, let's be truthful. I tend to stay in jobs for quite a while. But they took the greatest experience that I've ever had and they poisoned it and turned it and ruined it. Okay? And that resulted in almost 18 months of depression, of anxiety, of therapy. Okay? Therapy that my family still doesn't know about to this day. Okay? You are not a moral company. You are vermin. You are vermin. When it comes to all this stuff, you are absolute vermin. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I'm just clicking through the internet at the moment. I'm searching just to take my mind off things because the world's gone to absolute hell on a hammer. In other news, my wife is here in a week's time, which is going to be absolutely awesome. Can't wait for that. That's all I had to say on this. That's all I had to say. That's it. Do not listen to them. If Microsoft tell you how to act, don't listen to them. How dare they, these people who sell you things? Who sell you things? And not even useful things. They sell you models. Tell them where to go. Give them short shrift. Even if you are the biggest supporter of the movement that's going on at the moment. Even if you are the absolute biggest supporter of it. All power to you. We have a difference of opinion. That's cool. You're allowed your opinion. That's the beauty of the world. But not if you're Games Workshop, apparently, because if certain people carry a certain opinion, they don't want them involved in the hobby anymore. There's going to be a lot of people who walk away from the hobby because of this. A lot of people. And I've told you before the contempt that Games Workshop holds you in as fans, as quote-unquote neckbeards. Yeah? Well, it's shown here. They don't want you. They don't want you there. That's fine. That's fine. Go and do something else. Go and buy Malifaux. Yeah? Even Skyrim has miniatures coming out at the moment. Go buy them. Go do something else. Go do something else. The only way, and I credit Arch, and it is Arch Warhammer. They can get fucked on that score, by the way. The one thing I will also say about Arch is that I agree with the emails, and I have sent emails myself to Games Workshop. I've gotten involved with people I still know who work for Games Workshop, trying to get a gauge on where they think and what they think. Listen, the guys on the ground who are working in the studio, the guys who are working at White Dwarf, the guys who are working and writing most of the rules, the guys who are involved in the warehouse, in the factories, those are good people, right? And they work hard for your hobby to make sure you have something nice to do to occupy your time in these very weird times. The people at the top at Games Workshop, need to take a good, hard, long look at themselves in the mirror. You are not the moral arbiters of society. You sell plastic shit to people. Okay? All I've got to say about that. All I've got to say about it. I cannot stand it when companies do this, especially ones with such pure humanitarian records as Games Workshop. Awful. Absolutely comical. You're vermin. In terms of human resources, you are vermin. All I've got to say about that. So, thanks for watching. Nice short one. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I fully support the email campaign that's going on at the moment. You know, well done to those who are signing it and letting people know, hey, you know, we're fully behind people being equal. We're fully behind people being treated fairly by the police. What we're not behind is looting. What we're not behind is wrecking a society to fix it. We can fix it ourselves. We can do this. Okay? And when we go to Games Workshop, we go for escapism. We don't go to be told how to behave and how to act and how to think. That's not your place. You sell toys. That's it. All I've got to say. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you next time.